Welcome to Live Edge. Tonight we're going to be talking about how sawdust is therapy or woodworking is therapy. I know it's been therapeutic for me at times, and a lot of you have reached out and let me know that woodworking in the channel itself, but building projects because of the channel has been therapeutic for you. And woodworking is just a natural therapy because many reasons why, and we'll get into that in just a minute. Just welcome tonight. My name's Matt.
I'm Amy.
And we're 731 Woodworks. And Miss 731 got me this. You can't even see it. Oh, no.
What'd you do?
This Miss 731 got me this fantastic on-air sign for the show. And so I thank her for that. She got it on Etsy. And first we want to do mail call like usual. We got in some pretty cool gifts this week. And we really thank you guys for your generosity.
For Mr. Bill Connor.
Mr. Bill Connor sent me these perfect miter setup blocks. You can make all kinds of stuff, mainly octagons, almost circles, pentagons, and squares, different things like that. From this never used, he's had them for a little bit, he said, and has never used them. They just go on your table saw and help you make different mitered cuts. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you.
Okay, and then also
Jackie's Woodworking Treasures. Jackie McAllister sent us this real
super cool,
fantastic picture. I'm assuming CNC cut out, and it's got it's me and Miss 731. It's one of our pictures, one of our favorite pictures actually. That's on Facebook. We were at the beach and took a selfie, and he snagged it, I guess, off of Facebook and hooked us up with that. So we really appreciate that. That's Jackie's Woodworking Treasures. They're on Facebook.
Okay, so y'all go ahead and drop a note of where you are joining us from tonight, and we will give a shout out in just a moment.
So when you think about woodworking as therapy, some may not think of it that way. Some think of it as just something they enjoy doing. But I know that a lot of people get a lot of stress relief from woodworking, whether you got PTSD or just you're battling things from your past or just having a bad day. You can go out there in the shop, you can get involved in building something, and it just the world kind of goes away, and you kind of get in your own little element. And I like doing that. I get that way whether I'm editing a video or if I'm actually building things. You just kind of zone into that or get into that zone and start just it takes your mind off of everything else that's going on, and you can focus on that. So if you find therapy in woodworking, drop a comment, let me know that. So we're all broken people. I mean, there's not a single person alive that's not broken in some way. I read something today. I wasn't even looking for this part, and I found it said a broken crayon can still color. I thought that was kind of neat.
Love that.
And so like even us broken people can still create pretty cool things. And you can surprise yourself if you just get out there and make sawdust. It doesn't matter if you're just beginning or if you've been doing it for a long time. You can build something, and at the end of it, you can step back. And of course, if you're like me, you're kind of critical of your mistakes and stuff. But you can look at it and say, "I made that," and it makes you proud. It builds your self-confidence up, and I think that's what has to do a lot with the therapy part of it. Is you're out there and you're getting self-confidence by building things that you didn't really think possible maybe a month ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago. Some of the stuff I've built, I would have been like, man, you're crazy. I can't do that. But once you get out there and just start building, you can do it. And it's really cool.
All right, you ready?
Yep. Give them some shout out.
Got a lot of people in here. If I missed you, I'm sorry.
Great grandpa, thank
you. Montana, Michigan, North Carolina, South Carolina, Massachusetts, Maryland, Arizona, Costa Rica, Wyoming, California, Illinois, Nebraska, Florida, Ohio, Kansas, Iowa, Tennessee, Wisconsin, Mexico, Virginia, Colorado, Pennsylvania, Texas, Nevada, Georgia, Minnesota, New York, New Jersey, Canada, England, Louisiana, and Indiana.
I saw
lots of them.
A pretty close neighbor in here from Smackover, Arkansas, right before we started. That's about less than an hour away from us. I've been through there a few times. So,
I didn't even mention Arkansas. We had somebody in there from it.
That was right before we started.
Okay.
You were still making your coffee.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I went and made coffee.
She's rocking her virtual fist bump coffee cup.
Let's see if y'all can see that. See? I almost didn't get it made. He was yelling at me. He was going,
it's like 2 minutes.
2 minutes. 1 minute. 50 seconds. Rhode Island, Missouri. We got all kinds of people in here.
So if you're new here, just comment new so we know that you're new. If you're watching this on a replay, you just comment #replay. And if you don't, if you do miss the show, you can always catch us either on a replay or Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcast. We've got, you just search Live Edge and you'll find us there. So
Danimal, I liked it.
Like what?
Don't worry about that.
So when you talk about why is woodworking therapy, I think.
Hold on.
What happened?
I got to banter a little. I missed Mississippi.
No,
Chris is so right, but I missed it.
Oh.
He said, "How'd you miss Mississippi? It's my favorite one to call out."
She apparently
okay,
she
I'm
like
sorry.
It. So
get back on track.
Woodworking, I think, one of the reasons it's therapeutic for people is because it gives you a sense of accomplishment. Once you finish the product, it doesn't matter if you're building a chevron that's like, just 2 boards put together. When you get it done, whether you paint it, stain it, or leave it natural, you made it. And when you make something with your own hands, it gives you a sense of accomplishment for that. And I mean, it makes you proud of yourself. And it's good to be proud of yourself for building things and making things and getting out there and doing things, because I mean, we can all just sit around and binge on Netflix or whatever, but like we watch TV in the evenings sometimes, but usually we're pretty busy people, productive type. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with watching TV, because we do veg out sometimes, but the more that you're sitting around doing nothing is the more your mind can just cycle on the bad stuff. And when you get out and start doing things, you stop focusing on the bad stuff or what's going on in your life or what could be different, and you start looking at what you're making and you start focusing on that. You kind of change the focus of your mind. And I think that helps a lot of people, especially people who are battling things that I could never conceive. I've gotten emails from several people and she's read them and they're heart-wrenching. Now they'll break your heart. They really will. Yeah. And because they're going through some really tough times, and through woodworking, slowly but surely, whether it be that, they're prior military and they're dealing with some of that stuff, or, they've lost family members, really close family members, and just getting out there and starting making stuff in the wood shop just helps them get over some of that stuff. Not really get over it, but helps them process it, And 203
Design says it's an escape from reality for a bit.
It is. It's no different than somebody going in and that enjoys playing video games or something, and they escape their reality for a little bit. Or your favorite TV show. A lot of people, ball games and stuff like that, they'll watch sports or, and it's just an escape. It's a way to escape and get into your own little world. I call that my man cave out there, because I got my home gym set up out there. I've got my wood shop set up out there. And so I don't really want big screen TVs or anything. I mean, I'm not really into it. I'm not into that stuff, but I really like that when I go out there very early in the morning and it's just me and a pair of headphones and I can just lift weights, or I go out there and just start building things and she can come out there with me and we can hang out and she can tell me how she wants it built and we create things together. I love that we create things together. She comes up with a design and then I build it, or she can help build too sometimes, but she really designs a lot of stuff. Speaking of, let's show us our latest project in case you don't know.
While you do that, 3 Nails in a Tree said only 2 things you need, or he needs.
What's that?
Jesus and sawdust. What else do you need?
So we just, Miss 731 designed this, and then I built it.
It was a design as we went.
Yeah. So the video is coming out Thursday on this outdoor sectional, and if you watch the video, the first part of the video, you may not can tell. I don't know. You may cannot. First part of the video, I had no idea what I was doing. I knew about what I was supposed to be doing, and I started making the project before I had my mind all the way wrapped around how everything was going to come out in the end. And that's one of the things I love about woodworking, is because you can kind of stumble your way through some things and try to figure it out as you go. I love the fact that there's sometimes I start a project, have no idea how it's going to come out or what the finished product will be like. I have a general idea of what I want it to look like. And then as we go, we start making changes and get it to where we want it. And that's one of the great things about woodworking, is because you customize the way you want it or the way the customer wants it. And so If you watch the video, it's coming out Thursday, and there'll be plans available if you're interested also.
Says it's about that much in lumber where we're at too. He said it's about $1,000 worth of lumber. We were about $800 in on lumber for that sectional.
It is high. I wound up buying 14 2x6s. Had to go back and get 2 more because I shorted myself, and so it was 16 2x6s, and then we bought some 1x6s too, plus screws, glue, and
after cushions
and the
we were about
wood oil.
We were at around $1,300 after cushions.
It ain't a cheap project.
Really,
it is not a cheap project.
One of the problems
lumber's so high
with the beginning of that is it was hard for him to start because what I wanted was in my mind.
Well, so the lumber prices, I keep on my phone a notes app, and lumber prices last year at this time for a 8-foot 2x6 was $4.14. And those were $12 and change each. So they've went up that much. $8
Debbie,
we
did not use cedar.
No, we looked for some up there. It's just regular pine. We looked for some cedar in Little Rock and couldn't come across any, so we just went with pine. And then I just sealed it with the wood oil, and I think it'll be all right.
Working with cedar is aromatherapy.
Oh, I bet. There's a pine bench on the deck now that's been out there for a couple of years, and it's painted with exterior paint. It's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. So also we're talking about therapy and woodworking. It gives you a sense of purpose. I think a lot of times people they'll be, get depressed and things because they don't have anything going, or they don't feel like they're doing anything, or they don't have a purpose for doing things. So they'll go and start woodworking, and that gives them a sense of purpose because they can make gifts for family members or friends. They can start making projects to sell and start making some money for their families. And that was big for us when we started. I was able to start generating a little bit of money, and it compounds as you go. That you start diversifying your income streams and trying to build a business out of it. It helps because, being broke ain't fun, and we've been there. So, but we've always been happy whether we had money or not. So, money's not a happiness thing, and it's not like we're rich now because we're not. But but it's not different if, living, I don't know if y'all saw a video where we wrote the check on Thursday to buy groceries wrote the check on Thursday. It wasn't going to be good till Friday because we were getting paid on Friday.
That was back before checks were immediate.
That's when they had to take them to the bank to get their money. So we'd write it Thursday night and then get their groceries. So. But anyway, it just gives you a sense of purpose if you're out there building things and being able to create with your own hands and be able to generate a little income or even provide furniture for your family or gifts for your family, things like that. It's just a good sense of purpose, I think.
Leah, yes, the prices are way too high. Rebecca said that's inflation. Absolutely. It's insane. I want you to look at what Nailbender said. I think it was Nailbender that said it. It may have gone up too high for me to.
I got it. Modification license?
Yes. I want you to look at that.
Power tip time. I'll throw it on the screen for y'all. He put all the materials purchased through the bid room at the Pro Desk. I'm assuming that the bid room is they bid on it or something.
It's pretty cool.
They get a bid price, I guess. But that'd be cool.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Right. We can get back on track.
I'm on track.
You on track?
Mm-hmm. A lot of times I've heard a lot of people or I've read some things about woodworking therapy that it puts you in control of something. Because I know a lot of times that you feel out of control. I've been there where you feel like you've lost control of something. And the truth is none of us are in control of anything. There's only one that's in control. We have no control. And if we give that control to him, then it works out better for you. It's kind of like Jonah when he run from his assignment or what God wanted him to do. He wound up in the belly of the fish. I use that analogy today. And if you're not on purpose, then you're not really doing anything. But in a sense, woodworking puts you in control of something in your life. It gives you some sense of control because you have control over what you're making and what you're selling and what the things that you're doing. So I think that helps a lot of people, that it gives them a little sense of control. And we talked about it earlier too, but it serves it as a distraction. You can distract yourself from the world around you. You can get out there and get in your own little world. I know a lot of times you get out there and you start making something, and the next thing you know, you look up and 4 hours has gone by. And you're like, whoa, where did the time go? It just seems like when I go out and start making things, time just goes so fast. Like I'll be out there working, and she'll be like coming out there, and she's like, "You gonna come eat lunch?" I'm like, "Ooh, it's already 1:00." That's the way it was the other day. I was out there working, and it just time goes so fast because you get so invested and so your mind is wrapped around what you're doing, and it just takes your mind off of everything.
Grizzly even says woodworking definitely has helped him in more ways than one, PTSD being the hardest battle, and woodworking has brought back his sense of self. It's brought his wife and him closer than ever as well. Y'all have said lots of times about, that you can tell that we have a strong marriage and stuff, and we really do. But there have been dark times when we felt sort of like we were losing control, and because of that, we felt we would get so terrified that we were losing each other that it made it worse. And I think whenever he started doing this woodworking, there was a big change there. I think you worked through fears out there.
Yeah, so I've got. Should come out next month, that podcast, right? And with Mountain and Valley, I don't know if y'all heard of them. Mountain and Valley podcast. I done a podcast with them a month or two ago. Of course, they have to schedule their stuff out, but they're releasing mine. Is supposed to come out in April, which is fitting because my birthday's in April. But anyway, I go into detail on my childhood because I grew up with a drug addicted mother. It was prescription pills, and all the way up until 2012 when she overdosed and caused herself to have brain damage, lives in a nursing home to this day. But some of that struggle, and then there's been other things that I've gone through. I think we've all, at some point, you go through something in life, and that you either let it define you or you can overcome it through somebody that helps you through it or through woodworking or something. But if you let it take over, it's going to get you. It will. It'll eat you up. Because there was a while there it was eating on me pretty good. And of course she helped me through it. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
One thing that we never could do was let go of each other.
No, she my rock.
That's the one thing we could never do. And that, and that really pulled us through. And if you don't have somebody, sometimes that woodworking can be that somebody for you. I've gone through, I grew up in a much different type of household than him, but mine was more along the lines of I don't know, it's
similar but different.
Yeah. And I don't normally talk about it, but I lost control as a teenager, and I was anorexic for years to the point of being hospitalized, and it was a big thing. And that was the whole problem behind it was that I felt like I needed to be in control of something, and I couldn't figure out how to control anything. So I started controlling food. So, we all need some sort of outlet.
You need a release, a way to get away.
A healthy one. Too many times it's easier to turn to something that's harmful.
I've always said that I was addicted to working out over the last, since 2010 or so, when I really got into working out.
Lloyd Wagner in the house.
Lloyd Wagner, what's up? So, I've always said it like this. I feel like that because my mom was addicted to prescription pills and her mom was an alcoholic, I don't know that that's hereditary, but I think that trait, that character trait is instilled in you because you see it day in, day in, day in, day out. And I think that you can either go that route, which I did not, or I was close. I started drinking right after we got married, and she was like, I didn't marry an alcoholic. And she saved my life because I liked it a lot. And I would be an alcoholic this day if it wasn't for her. I've told her that a bunch of times.
I told him I wouldn't marry him unless he stopped dipping.
Yeah, I stopped dipping Skull too.
He had to stop dipping or that wedding was not going to go through.
And so I think that, in my mind, I'm an obsessive type person anyway. If I get my mind on something, I obsess over it. And so working out is that out for me.
Ronnie, don't feel guilty about that because that's wonderful.
What do you?
Said these stories make him feel guilty because he has had a peaceful and blessed
Oh,
life.
it's awesome, man.
It is.
No,
It's
that's
awful.
awesome.
And I hope that our kids can say that.
Yep.
You know, sometimes we joke and we say we feel like we're setting our kids up for failure because we're setting the bar too high for them. We're like, y'all are never going to, but I think it's because, you know, we both grew up in.
Yeah, if you see it, you don't want to live it, or some people don't want to live that life, and I didn't. She didn't, and so you just come through it, you know, stronger and better, I think, and just I hope that we provided our kids a good foundation.
Awesome.
So just if you find
prayers for that.
If you're in that rut, reach out to us, man. Sometimes just telling somebody lets it go. You know, we'll let it go. Or that woodworking, man, is a big deal because I've heard from dozens, if not hundreds of people over especially the last 6 months, like some of the stories you wouldn't believe, like they are heart-wrenching stories where woodworking has helped them through it. And it's awesome, man. That's why one of the things I love about woodworking and the woodworking community is everybody, 99% of the people are willing to help you build things, help you price things, different things like that. And so it's just a good community to be in. It's a good, positive community. I like positivity. That's why we keep it positive.
Yeah.
Pocket hole. That is my addiction now.
Married Man says
pocket hole.
It says woodworking involves making goals. Anxiety often occurs during times that you've not achieved or made personal goals. Make some sawdust, my friends.
That's awesome. Hey, I agree with that because like when I don't have a video ready to go, like Sunday, I didn't have a video ready because we had been working all week on this outdoor project. I was a little anxious about that. I wanted a video because our normal release schedule is Sunday, Thursday. And so I wanted the video to go Sunday. I could have rushed one out, but it just wouldn't have been good. So I didn't do it. So I let a short go that I already had made. So I put the short out.
You know, it's crazy to me. Rebecca just told me, you know, she said that her wife was a recovering alcoholic, and you know that self-medication is rough and it hurts and it's hard. If just from the 375 people or 382, the number changes constantly, people that we have on here right now, if you all could see each other and everyone who's on here, raise your hand if you've either experienced something like this yourself, known someone who has, helped someone who has something like that, one way or the other, been touched by something similar, I guarantee you guys would look around and see so many hands up, hundreds of hands up.
Most everybody's hands will be up. Most everybody. Ronnie, I have Lloyd Wagner. I have social anxiety too. I don't like being in public. I don't like being around a bunch of people. It bothers me a lot. Matter of fact, if my schedule gets changed,
y'all, the hands are coming up because you know we by nature we're human. We're gonna have errors.
We're all broken.
And we are.
But we can still make color with that broken crayon. We can make color.
Even if you have had a good life, that doesn't mean that you haven't known someone else.
Or you haven't had troubles in your life. Maybe it's not alcohol or addiction. You've lost someone that was really close to you, or you will. I mean, that's just the fact of life. And that in and of itself is devastating. I couldn't imagine losing her. Like I would be done. I would be done.
You know, and we try to be so conscious of the other one still struggling with that sometimes. So my story is completely different than his. I grew up in a household where I had a wonderful dad, but he worked over the road. He was a truck driver, so he was gone a lot, a month or two at a time. And I lived with a mom who was not interested in being my mom. She lives in the town I live in, and I think I've seen her maybe once. We live in a small town. I think I've seen her maybe once in the past year. She sends me a text on my birthday, and that's about it. So, you know, things are, you know, we had a lot different kind of backgrounds, but even to this day, if he thinks that I'm not eating enough in a day, he'll say, you know,
what'd you
eat today? Or if I think he's starting to feel anxious, I'll say, what's going on? Yeah. We try to hold each other accountable, and it's really hard.
It is.
But the great thing is this Facebook community, you guys are reaching out to each other.
Yep.
And it's wonderful. It's been such a blessing to see you guys interact.
3,000 strong so far. And it's fantastic.
And our moderators, Whew.
You guys are rock
Y'all are
stars.
rocking
Thank
it
you.
out.
Thank you.
Oh, y'all are awesome.
Hey, if you haven't, so we're tonight, in just a few minutes, we're going to draw for that Bosch router drawing. I don't want you to leave the live stream, but if you haven't entered for that, you have just a few more minutes left. It's on that video. Can I drop it in the chat?
Can't prayers for that. 20 years or 20 minutes.
Yeah, don't matter.
Rough.
So yeah, if you haven't, Rich, want to know if we found the Lord as adults or as a couple? It was as young. Mine was a teenager. I was like 13.
Mine was too. As a matter of fact,
but drift away and come back.
Not to make it sound horrible, but I grew up with my mom was more of didn't think church was the place to go kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was a pastor and his wife who found out about me and through some of my friends that went to their church, and they started asking me if they could come pick me up to take me to church because I wanted to go so bad. And so they did. And, I did that for as long as I was allowed to do it. And then once I was able to drive, I did it on my own. But the day that I got baptized, I had no family there. I don't think my mom even remembered that I had told her it was going to happen that day. And I was so young and naive that I didn't take a change of clothes all the way. And so I ended up putting some of my wet clothes back on. And, I just didn't know any better when it came. I didn't understand the clothes thing. I understood accepting God into my heart and all that and washing away the sins and all that. But yeah, but I think that we became closer to God together.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So the contest is over now. Sorry. I gave you a warning. Too late. It was too late. It ended at 7:25.
Oh, thank you,
Damon
Cheryl.
wants to win something terrible.
What did he say?
He said, congratulations to the night's winner, Damon Barber.
I see it. That's
if he wins, people are going to think it's rigged.
We might need to record the screen just in case. Thank you so much, Cheryl. That's sweet. And I'm not trying to say I had a bad childhood because honestly, I didn't. I was a spoiled little girl. I was my daddy's only girl. I was my daddy's only girl.
Spoiled.
He had 3 sons before him and my mom got married.
We're still saying was. I need that to be corrected.
I am. But when he was home, everything was perfect. It was just when he was gone, things were hard. But when my parents got a divorce, this sounds awful. It was really hard until my dad decided to stop working over the road so that he could come home and I could live with him, and then life was great.
Then it was a happy day.
Oh, it was so good.
It was big money, no whammies.
What?
Big money, no whammies. Remember that show?
Oh yeah.
What was it? Was it Whammy? Was that the name?
It was Whammy. Somebody figured out how to cheat that game.
Oh yeah, there's an old story on that.
Yeah, he made history with that. Rebecca says she's a divorced kid too. My friends, they were like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, you don't understand. This is the greatest thing ever when they got a divorce because they fought all the time and they always fought about me because he would come home and find out the way, things that had happened. And it was
Pressure Look. That's right. That's the name of it.
Pressure Look. That's what it was. They had a spinoff.
Yeah, later.
Yeah.
They tried to revamp it or something. It didn't work out. Sorry, man. Rena.
I don't think that's a man. Rena?
I call everybody man. Sorry, Rena.
Maybe. I don't know.
The giveaway's over, but you can still enter to win the Massca pocket hole jigs. There's 3 of those to give away next week. And if you just go back on the channel and look for that Massca pocket hole jig video in the link, there's in the description, there's a link to take you to do the giveaway.
Okay, I got to answer Jason. Jason Garrett says, who spoiled her more, my dad or you?
Oh, your daddy, probably.
Y'all, when I was 15,
like anything.
I had to go to my mom's for the weekend, and she wouldn't let me use the phone to call them to come and pick me up because it was just a bad situation. And so when I come home, I told him I was talking about, or he said something about getting me a vehicle. And I told him, I saw a car at the car lot on my way to school one morning. and he asked me which one it was, and I told him the color.
Everybody still there? Because we dropped there for a second. I think we're still here.
Oh, they said buffering.
We're here. Hello, hello.
Let us know if you can hear us now.
No,
wait,
I have not announced the winner.
Okay, good. Yeah, we've not done it yet.
Yeah, it dropped for a second for some reason.
Might want to do that drawing before it drops. Our internet's been going out for the past week?
Constantly.
Yeah.
It's maddening is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, let me draw this winner because it's almost 7:31. Let's just wait. Hope we don't lose connection. If we lose, y'all just, I'm sorry.
Oh, they said that was scary.
Scared me too. All right, we're going to draw this winner. We get one winner for the Bosch.
You know what time it is?
It's giveaway time. So, one winner of the Bosch Colt Palm Router. If you saw that video, there was 2,992 people entered, and we're drawing. Did it hit? I always mess that up. Draw.
Yeah. All right, draw.
Drawing. 10%. It says 100%. Cindy Bowling is the winner. Cindy Bowling.
Cindy, if you're on here, let us know.
Looks like she won through an action of sharing the giveaway with her friends. So thank you for sharing that.
I did not know it showed that.
I will get an email to you.
Is that the number of entries?
Her number was 23,795. There was 37,000 total entries, but
so the winning
you can get more entries than one person can get.
That's cool.
One person can get more than.
I love the way y'all congratulate even those of you that really wanted to win. Damon, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Damon, man. Sorry, man.
Poor Damon. So let's use a minute since we've done that and tell them about the members only.
Members only. All right. So next, who was that? I'm sorry. Who had that?
Lisa.
Idea? Yep, Miss Lisa
Easily
had the idea that. So I've still got a circular saw and impact battery powered Bosch to give away, and I've got a palm router to give away. Next week she wanted to know if we could do a members only giveaway, and that's what we're going to do next week on the members only live stream. So good luck to that.
Really quick, let's give a shout out to our super chats. We had Chad Fedig.
Thank you.
Great Grandpa. Fernando Rivera and Married Man.
Married Man.
Married Man Woodworking earlier said that he was late because Married Man had to do family man time so that he could stay married man and not be divorced man woodworking.
Always get that. So somebody's asking on members. So the channel has members that help support the channel. There's a link in the description below or any video that we have that says join the channel membership, and it tells you what you get if you join the channel membership, or if you're on your desktop or a PC. Under the video,
was on there.
Right under the video, there's a join button that you can click.
Hey,
Cindy was?
Cindy. She's on there. She said yay.
Look at her.
Oh, that's awesome.
Congratulations.
Yay.
I'll get you an email right after the show and get your contact information, and I'll get that out to you. It's a really nice router. You're really going to like it. And is that the one I got a $25 gift card in? I think so. I think it does have the $25. Am I speaking out of turn?
I don't know. I don't know anything about a gift card.
We've had too much stuff come and go. I think there's a $25 Lowe's gift card in there for
you might want to look and see.
For a router bit. It is.
Thank you, Rebecca Mayberry. Said coffee for mental health. She said coffee for mental health.
That's right. Thank you.
Hey, I got my coffee tonight.
Yep,
we were going to do coffee with our members only tonight, and I forgot to make coffee. I had an emergency dental procedure done yesterday, and so I've been really tired. And I went back to work today. Had to call in yesterday, and it's been raining here all day, so my hair keeps growing this way.
Mine too.
I told him a while ago, I said, my hair's looking really wide on the camera tonight. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Lloyd Moulton. Welcome to our One Before Supporter Club, so you can get in there on that drawing.
Yep. So 6:30.
Thank you, Lloyd Wagner.
Thank you, man.
For believing in me.
I do believe in you, man.
We believe in all of you.
Hey, so if you're a new member, what happens is on the community tab of the YouTube channel, if you go there about an hour or 30 minutes before 6:30 p.m. So if you go there for about 5:30 to 6 p.m. on Tuesday nights, there's a link for the members only to click, and you get into the it'll give you the link to the members only live stream that you're able to participate in. That's how you find the members only live stream.
Michelle, I do not know if I pronounced your last name right, but I feel like I probably didn't.
I think it's Michelle Koshel.
Michelle Cochelle. That's cool, though.
Mhm.
Oh, goodness.
Paula Gray, having trouble getting legs even on the table. So this is a very, very, very common question. I really need to make a video on that. So what happens is typically when you start putting things together, it can get a little wompy jawed on you. Set it on a flat surface. There should be 2 legs that are touching and 2 legs that are not, right? And so the 2 legs that are touching, one of them's too long or it has gotten out of square too long. So what you do is you'll pick one leg, doesn't matter which one that's touching, and start either sanding or cutting it ever so slightly with some type of saw. I would do a sander with some high grit sandpaper or low grit sandpaper, like 60 grit. Sand it a little bit, set it back down. Sand it a little bit, set it back down. Eventually, you'll sand enough that all 4 will set flat. That's how you fix that. Pretty easy fix, but very frustrating at first when you don't know how to fix it.
Somebody that had a question way back when. I was going to go back and try to find it, but...
Graf Woodshop wants to know what our next build is after the outdoor couch. I want a desk for in here. I don't know if that's my next build or not, but I do want a desk with cable management built in that I can, because we have so many wires, you guys don't even know, like there's wires for the mics, there's wires for the audio system, there's wires for the cameras, there's wire for the computer. I want all that to be able to be inside a desk, like a track.
Yeah, especially since we have small dogs. They're constantly, they want to come in this room all the time, and they're running through these wires. So we do want to conceal that in some way, but I want an outdoor table.
She wants an outdoor table. So that's probably what'll be next.
No, I think
Woodcraft
we should build a
716, yes, adjustable feet. And I think he has a video on that.
Yvette
if you want to go check
Sargent
that out.
Quintana, I can't say these things right. Welcome to our One Before Supporter Club.
One Before. Thank you. Thank you, man.
Y'all that are getting in there on our supporter clubs, make sure that you watch for the link next week for the members only link to get in there with us.
So if you come here through the regular community tab to this show, we do the same thing it'll be in the same place, but if you're a member, you see the post.
Rebecca says outdoor table, yes. See, I want an outdoor table now that I have that sectional. I want a table that kind of matches it. I'm so mad, though, because I
do want a table saw sled.
We spent, what, like $350, $400 on outdoor cushions. And as soon as it rained, they filled up with water. And they were supposed to have the outdoor material. So now I'm going to have to buy covers to go over them. They're weather resistant, but they hold water. Kent says that it's fuzzy. I think ever since the internet.
Oh, I don't know. On my screen, it's showing to be clear, so it may be.
No, I think several of them have said that. Woodworking. Welcome to our 2 Before Supporter Club. Yeah. See, they're saying the camera feels out of focus. Wait, though. Lloyd said it's good there.
There. I pushed the focus button on your face.
Aaron said change video quality. So
it may be.
Said fuzzy. I'm telling y'all.
It may be the video quality has changed.
It's our internet the past week or so. Even at work, the internet's going in and out. The school I work at, you can hear our football games from our backyard. So
check your resolution settings on your device, because a lot of times if the stream drops and then comes back, it will automatically reduce your stream quality. And so you may want to check that.
Jordan, yes. Any level gets access to our members only.
Yeah, we'll do an all member. Doesn't matter if it's the $199 or up. We appreciate the support.
DIY Techs, and welcome to our One Before Supporter Club.
You think so? You think so, Nailbender?
Oh, we got somebody from Sweden on here.
Sweden.
Oh,
we probably made fun of them. That was terrible.
That's not making fun.
I think you just made fun of them.
It did not make fun. I make fun of you.
Great Grandpa says he reloaded his browser and it cleared it right up.
Oh, man, why is my thing moving? Oh, okay.
Are you buffering?
I'm buffering.
Man.
Okay. See, our internet's getting on my nerves this week.
And we're hardwired in too, so I don't know what the deal is. I'm hardwired in and it's still...
But I'm not.
Well, we tried that and it didn't work out.
Yeah. So. See, it's fuzzy for me now. Look.
Yeah.
So can I hit refresh?
No, you hit the little gear.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you can choose your stream quality. You're probably sucking up all the internet.
What?
Yeah, that's what I figured.
What?
We're back.
I swear.
3 dots on top of your screen if you're on mobile.
What does it need to be on?
720 is what it should be on. Yeah. because you can only stream at 720p through Ecamm software. Even if we was
Welcome
doing
to Wonky Jaw Internet Club. Absolutely. That's what Be Best 8 said. Oh, gosh. Mine's doing the same thing that it's doing for you guys.
So, Nailbender, why would they throttle us? Just curious. Do you know? Nailbender is Stream Master.
Is he?
Uh-huh. He's also a very talented woodworker.
The Chivo, thank you so much for your super chat. Said I'm doing a herringbone serving tray. The glue up clamping is a pain. Any tips? Also, any slow drying wood glue you'd recommend? You believe in the wood glue? Is
it Type 3 that has a longer work time? I believe it is. I believe Type 3 takes longer to dry. As far as glue up clamping is a pain, it's just a pain, man.
Tammy, redo your settings. I had to do it on mine. It was really, really fuzzy on mine, too.
If you're on desktop, you hit the gear icon.
Answer the Chivo.
What'd you call me?
I want to make sure you answer him.
Chivo? Where's that?
The one about the glue.
I am answering. So try to wipe off a lot of that excess glue. And then I've seen people take those card scrapers. They're like little flat pieces of metal, and you can scrape a lot of that off after it's dry.
Nora Rose Creations, welcome to our 1x6 supporter club. Vet said that she just made one of those benches that converts to a picnic table. Have you seen those?
Yeah, it's on the last video. You didn't watch the video.
I haven't yet.
Outdoor projects itself.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear. I haven't watched it, y'all.
Oh, man. Okay, thank you, Nailbender.
Anyway, those are so cool to me, but she said it was a booger.
Jason Pressler, the winner from last week, in the house. Yep, they did you get the jigsaw yet? Just curious. Yes, I did use those new clamps, and they were awesome.
You are, I swear.
What happened? What'd you do?
What'd you do? Chivo. Damon said pronounced Chivo.
How's Damon though?
Don't mess with Damon. You leave him alone.
3 nails. Thank you, man.
Welcome to our 1x4 supporter club, 3 nails. Yeah. Welcome Matthew Dudley to the 1x4 supporter club.
Thank you.
Yeah, Cheryl, he loves those clamps.
They're fantastic. They are. They're really
Type
cool.
3 has longer hold time and is waterproof.
Yep.
Says Woodcraft.
Yeah, it takes longer for it to dry. That's the only thing. I like
Lloyd Wagoner wants y'all to smash that like button. Communication, key to a happy marriage, says DIY Texan.
It helps. It sure helps.
Communicating with this guy is hilarious. You never know what you're going to get. It's like that box of chocolates.
I don't know if I just got cut down or not.
You just never know.
Was that a cut down?
No, I love you.
Yeah, those clamps are fantastic. I mean, it was. I told earlier that I'm not sure. So I said earlier that those clamps, the video I put out is not even all of them, because some of them were back ordered, some of them haven't got yet, and then I got some more in like 2 days later. So it was
Graf wants tips for selling on Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace. Graf. Hold on. I was fixing to answer this one. I was going to let Nailbender was giving advice. Wait for the glue to dry and then
Brian
dry scrape
Young,
it off.
our 1x6 supporter club.
You won't flash one, Stan. Hey, thank you, Brian. Graf.
Thank you, Michael Brown.
I've heard a lot of people, or several people, say that if you post your project on Facebook Marketplace and then boost the post with an ad, so you pay $3 to $5 to boost it, you get it in front of like 1,000 eyeballs. Where if you don't, you get 25 people see it.
He was scared to do those ads in the beginning to pay for that, but it really did pay off.
So I've been boosting some ads, I posted plans about some of our plans, and I boosted the post. And so about once a week, for about 3 days, I'll boost a post, and it really does drive a lot of traffic. It doesn't always drive sales, but it drives a lot of traffic to the website. So they work. I like them. Michael
Bradford, welcome to our 1x4 supporter club.
Thank you, Michael. And Chris Harden.
Oh, Chris Harden got you on there too. Welcome to the 2x4.
2x4.
2x4. I still don't say that exactly right.
The video coming out Thursday is that outdoor sectional build, and it's a pretty good video.
You like... Oh, sorry.
What? Do I like what?
No, go ahead and finish your sentence.
I don't remember what I was saying.
Oh, my goodness. You did not forget it that fast. Do you like the Massca versus Craig. Sam Hoskins wants to know.
The Massca is a really good, solid jig. It's just all metal. Everything it's just metal. It's solid. I like the way the extension wings work and the way that the stop blocks work. How you can flip them around and slide it. The K5 stop block was always kind of jinky because it's a piece of plastic with a little thread screw. You had to sit in there and pop it. It works perfectly fine. I've used it for years, but the way the Masscas work are easily adjustable. And you'll see if you got a quick eye because I time lapsed it, but you'll see how I used them when I was drilling pocket holes in the outdoor sectional, that I could just drill one side and move the board over and hit the other stop block. So a stop block on one side and this side, drill, quick, easy, fast.
Several of them are saying that after your tip, they tried the ad on the marketplace and that it's worked.
Awesome.
So that's good.
So Facebook is a very big business and they like to make money. So if you can give them a little, it's no different than Etsy. If you got an Etsy shop and you monitor or you put ads on your products, it surfaces them to the front page. You put ads on Facebook, it surfaces you in front of more people. You can actually pick your audience on Facebook ads too. What's the matter?
Look.
Oh, you better go out. You can't have my power cord.
Okay.
You can have my power cord.
Are you sure?
No. As long as I touch my screen. If I unplug this and y'all go out, it's our fault.
Let me get mine. Let me get mine.
Thank you, Hector Craft.
Oh, and I'm going to jerk it off.
Yeah, you about knock the whole thing out. Yeah, so those boosted posts really do work. Now, I'm not going to tell you they work every time because I've boosted posts before on Facebook and get a little traffic, and then I boost posts for, and then it goes crazy. But you can actually go in and choose your audience. You can start searching different keywords. If like you want somebody to find your farmhouse furniture, you can actually start typing farmhouse, and it'll show some things you can click on and add that. So
it's like a tight little squeeze in here.
Mm-hmm. That's all right, too.
Okay.
Told you to do that before the stream.
Yeah, no, he did tell me to plug that in, and I didn't listen.
Repeat customer. Awesome.
Oh, goodness gracious. Sorry about that, y'all.
Miss Tammy says it cost her $2, and she was able to get some repeat customers. You don't have to spend a lot. $2. I mean, if you're selling your product for $50 or $100, or I mean, it's just going to be the cost of doing business. You just,
Did you see that Hector Craft joined our one before?
I did. I called him out.
Okay.
Was
that when I was doing that? Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you can just boost, and you can try it. I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You're out $2, $3, $4. You spend no more than that on a cup of coffee at the store,
Who is this? Said something up here. I think it was Nail Bender. You said he's the one that knows all about the glue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here it is. He said that all wood glues and finishes for woodworking are food safe once completely cured. It's required by the FDA. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. I thought that was a cool thing he said.
Yeah, you don't have to sell. There's a lot of people. There's Jackie McAllister right there.
Oh, Diane was wanting to know how to find the One Before Club.
So if you're on your desktop, PC, or laptop, or whatever, right under the stream, there's a button that says join. You click that. If you're on your mobile device, it's in the description of the video. You just click open the description up, and you'll see it right there. It'll say channel membership, and it gives you some information on what you actually get.
Look, if I had gone this way, I had plenty of room.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Jack. I don't know if you were in on here earlier when we shouted you out for that picture you sent us. We appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. Hey. That was super cool. We saw that, and it...
Super chat.
Thank you, Great-Grandpa. It's leaning because our table...
Oh, this? Is it leaning?
It's leaning.
The table is like one of those that fold up in the middle, so
He's
it's got a hump. Seth Dumar, thank you.
See that?
Number.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the 2x4 Supporter Club.
2x4.
Have you ever worked with pallet wood?
Once.
Kent wants to know.
Well, we built there's a video on the channel a long time ago that we built a sign, like a wall art sign out of pallet. That's the only thing I've ever done with pallets. Well, we built a shelf thing out of it, but basically we just hung it up on the wall.
It was a really nice pallet, though. The one that's on the wall. It's in our son's room. He uses it for video games and stuff like that.
Yep. Great-Grandpa, yes, we're going to build a desk for in here, and I'll do a video on it, but it's going to have cable management built in. Maybe some wireless charging or something.
Thank you, R.H. Harley Guy. He says, the lovely Rebecca has your coffee breaks. Being Italian here is for your live stream espresso. Always need it one when together with friends.
Espresso.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I drink. I drink straight espresso.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. So I got a DeLonghi little espresso machine. It's kind of an inexpensive one, but that's what I drink every day. About 4 or 5
Ronnie wants to know if you will talk about your jointer. He's trying to decide which one to buy.
I love that Wahuda. It's awesome. Matter of fact, I'll get right to the Wahuda because I don't want Mr. Jackie. That was a scroll saw he made that with.
I saw that.
So that's
I was
even
just now
more
reading
impressive.
that.
Not a CNC. So
Really?
the Wahuda, yeah, that's pretty cool. So the Wahuda, the owner of Wahuda saw that video. Somebody, as a matter of fact, one of you guys that view the channel watched that video, and when they ordered their Wahuda, they put in the notes, said, I bought this because 731 Woodworks review and the gift he was given. You should watch the video. So the owner of Wahuda actually watched the video and then sent me an email and wanted to call me. And so he called me and we talked for a little while, and he liked the video, and he sent a couple of hats and a couple of shirts and stuff and a little personal note saying thank you for the video thing. So it's kind of neat. So yeah, it's a good.
Thank you, Recovering Californian. He said just because.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
Kip Moore. Oh, thank you,
Yvette
Sargent. And Cummings Woodworking. Welcome to our One Before Supporter Club.
Wonderful.
Kip Moore wants to know what should they build after a 4x8 workbench.
What, for the shop?
Maybe.
For the shop?
We want to build some new shop stuff.
Diane,
welcome to our One Before Supporter Club.
Thank you, Diane. So if you don't have a miter station, maybe something like that, clamp storage, wood storage, there's a lot of videos on, I think, Fix This Build That's fixing to do a wood storage video. He put a poll out today asking what would be the most important thing on wood storage, and had a couple of options there. That tells me he's probably getting ready to do a wood storage build. So those type things are really good. And Big T, no, he didn't send no check. Talking about the Wahuda.
Yeah.
He just thanked me for the video. Nice guy. So the what was I saying? I lost track. Sorry.
I've been reading messages.
Dust collector would be good. Yeah, I don't have a dust collector right now. I'm just using a shop vac. I want to get a dust collector, but it's one of those things like I don't want to waste money. It's not a waste. I won't say it's a waste of money. I don't want to spend money on one of those. I feel like it's like I can get by without it kind of thing. I would rather have a different type of tool. It's kind of like buying a washing machine. You know what I mean? Nobody likes doing that.
Yeah, but you got to have a washer.
You got to have it, but nobody likes buying it.
Estachio says hello to us from San Diego, California.
San Diego. I always heard the weather's perfect there.
I want to go to California
Mm-hmm.
so bad. I really want to go to Florida.
So the shop projects is right. So if you don't have clamp storage or a cordless tool storage area like your drills, stuff like that, it'd be a good project. I like miter stations. I would really like to redo my miter station since it's all wompy jawed and I messed it all up when I first built it because it's several years ago and I had no idea what I was doing. Just kind of threw it together and it was all jacked up. So I'd like to redo that and actually make it functional. So for one of the couple of things over the summer, I plan on building an outfeed table with a lot of storage in it that actually moves around. I plan on redoing my miter station maybe, and then a couple other little shop projects that are on the calendar.
Okay, so I've been doing really good and not getting in trouble with Damon. And then I didn't see this until Rebecca said something. But Damon, because everybody was talking about coffee, said with all these coffee donations, we should get a report on the monkey poop coffee.
Oh,
so Damon brought it up this time. He opened the door. It's like a court case, where something can't be introduced unless the defense accidentally reintroduces it.
Yeah.
All right, Damon. So you open the door back on that.
Maybe you ought to send her some so she can try it.
I don't want to try.
Thank you, Brian Hart. Thank you, man.
Coffee. I'm scared too. Tammy said, "Oh Lord, here comes Damon with the monkey poo." Oh my goodness. There was several different types of coffee they recommended for us to try on there. My students asked me today, they said, I don't know why. Because I thought I was doing all right in there. But 7th period, they said, Miss Outlaw, do you have your coffee today?
That's bad.
I just realized how bad that was.
Tad, that's all right, man. You just watch it on a replay. It'll be available as soon as we get off here. A shop vac, I think it's like a 16 or 18 gallon shop vac. It's in my shop tour video. It shows.
What
Did she say
Big
green
T
door?
said, did she say green door? And now they're sending poop. Oh my gosh, monkey poop. Look at Jackie. Oh my goodness gracious. That's funny.
Leveling feet on the miter stand. I just bought those. It's like a 5/8. It just, you hammer them in.
8
and then
mm business.
I think you drill a 3/8 hole or a 5/8 hole, and then you hammer the little nut in, and then the leveling feet screw in there. Woodcraft 716 on his YouTube channel just did a leveling feet video. I don't remember which ones he used, but yep.
Dan said, forget San Francisco or Florida. Michigan is awesome.
Michigan too
From
cold,
Indiana.
man. Y'all get a bunch of ice and snow and all that good stuff over there.
The dimensions of our shop.
It's like a 22 by 20, I think is that.
It's a 2-car garage.
It's a 2 very small car garage.
Yeah.
When I was parking my pickup in there, the bed hung out about that far. So, and it's just a regular 4-door Ford truck. So it's not long wheelbase or nothing.
Robert, it is still safe right now. Mr. Lloyd Wagoner doesn't like us talking about it.
What just happened?
But yeah, it's safe for right now.
The green door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really want to paint that door. It's so bad, especially since
it's an icon now. It's an icon.
We just worked on all of the landscaping in our front yard and the front porch and all that, because it's that time of the year. And then that door.
The green door is an icon. Now, you can't change something that's iconic. It'd be like changing the Empire State Building or something. You can't do that. The Statue of Liberty. You can't change it. The fist bump. Can't change it.
Lord help.
Thank you, Michael Mason, for the green door.
For green door Support Preservation Club. The Preservation Club. Seriously.
I love it.
You guys are killing me with this green door.
Yeah, Lake Michigan would be cool to visit Great Grandpa. I'd love to visit there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we want to do some traveling at some point before we get too old, but we need some Say the Green Door shirts. You're right.
I've actually talked to J4 Designs, Jessica Forrest, about making some shirts. Oh, I should have brought in the 2 shirts.
Just bump that like button. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you, Pagan Wizard. Fist bump that like button. That's hilarious. We may have to do some green door type things. I don't know. I thought about having it put on a cup, but I don't want to encourage bad behavior. That's not
bad behavior. That's not bad behavior.
Problem. I don't want to encourage bad behavior.
Hey, Brother Riv. What's up, man?
Is Brother Riv in there?
He is. He been working, boy.
He has.
I asked him the other day, he's still selling rivets. He been
Brother
working
Riv
hard.
in the house. Howdy. Howdy.
He's a gardener now.
Brother Riv, your granddaughters are so cute. They're so precious. I want a grandbaby.
No.
Somebody said, any updates on the nightstand? No.
What nightstand?
The one that Mo wants so bad.
Oh, we don't know what she wants. The outdoor sectional was really cool. It was a cool build. We had a lot of fun building it, and that video will be out Thursday, Lord willing.
We're gonna put Lloyd in charge of the green door.
He needs to be
thing.
the president of the Green Door Preservation Club. Lloyd, you're now President Wagoner.
You're President Wagoner. My hair is like flying through these things tonight. Jeez.
And then Peyton Lee can be vice president.
Oh, Jackie said, "Poor Mo." It's really bad. I know.
It's becoming a running joke.
Noro said grandbabies are the best. He keeps telling me no. And all 3 of our kids say they don't want kids. I think they'll change their mind one day. But all 3 of them at this point say, Eric said, no, you can't love green door. I don't love the green door.
She don't, but she painted it green, so.
Yes, but I didn't like, and y'all, it was so bad because I painted the front door green and he wasn't there to to guide me. And what's that part that I painted green?
The weather stripping?
Yeah, I painted the weather stripping green. That was rough.
Married Man Woodworking said his favorite book is Green Doors and Ham. Instead of green eggs and ham.
Brother Riv said instructions on how to have grandbabies in the link below. Oh, Lord. Don't send me that link.
This is a
Patrick Bryant, welcome to our 1x6 supporter club.
Thank you,
He's
Patrick.
got the cutest granddaughters, though.
Yeah.
They are so precious. They
look like they might be spoiled just a little bit.
Oh, and then he built the coolest little kitchen thing for them.
Now, talking about a woodworker using his craft, he used
he
built, that thing looked nice. He had like a sink in it and everything.
He
went all out.
He said, I don't think he built that. He must have bought that. And I said, no, like we were zooming in on it. I said, no, he built that. I promise he built that. And then somebody said something about him building it, and he was wrong. So
Yeah, Hoss, I bet you don't
Hoss,
want kids.
I'm fixing to message your
Grandkids,
wife right now. You got precious kids too. Don't be saying that. Goodness. Oh, Matt T said, finally getting to see a live show. New to woodworking,
Welcome, man.
And
Welcome.
You have given him the confidence to pick up and start.
Hey, man, it's all you. I'm glad you started.
Graf said this show has gone way off topic.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Well, see, that's the problem. See, we cover the topic in the front, then we do the giveaways of the power tip at 7:31ish. And then
Q&A.
depending on, and then we do Q&A, and it kind of goes off the rails from there.
But tonight is therapy.
So it gives, it's just therapy, man. We just hanging out and having therapy. And but see, I think that at the beginning of the show, the people want the root of the content. We'll get that, and then everybody wants to hang out and just have fun. We do that afterwards. Switched over.
Oh, I can't say I love my grandbabies.
Cheryl Taylor, I'm not sure how you switch that over. Send me an email, 731woodworks@gmail.com. And I'll look into it and see if I can see how we can get that fixed.
Jackie says we're having pure jam sessions. That's what families do. Yeah.
Jason Garrett, we're going to need a march to save the green door. It needs to happen. President Wagoner needs to head that up. So you'll need to get with him. See if he can head up the...
Damon said his 731 family is therapy.
Oh, Rodney McIntyre. Bless your soul. 6 daughters.
6 daughters? Who said that?
Rodney McIntyre. Finish pop right on your screen.
Holy crap. Daughters cost a lot.
Yeah, they're very expensive. They're awesome, but they're expensive.
They are pretty awesome, though. I tell ours all the time because she wanted a sister so bad. And when we were pregnant with our youngest, we were praying it was a boy. We were like, please be boy, please be boy. Because we knew that she was already doing dance, and that was so expensive to us as a young couple, too. Yeah, thank you, Life Fear.
Thank you, man.
Little Fear. I said that wrong. What kind of cop is named Outlaw?
The best kind.
But yeah, 6 girls, that's so expensive. And since, I think she's been kind of glad because she did dance, competition dance. She did cheer through junior and high school. She had a private cheer coach. The cheer coach made more an hour than either of us.
Yeah. Kit Moore, lots of people get into woodworking just for the fun of it, just for the hobby of it. They don't want to sell nothing. They like just building stuff. A lot of people will give their stuff away, either to charity or to family. There's a lot of people doing woodworking, and probably more people do woodworking for hobby than they do for business. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a good therapeutic thing to do. I highly encourage it. If you don't want to make a business out of it, just do it for fun, because sometimes a business can get stressful when you start getting a bunch of orders. And
that's why you can't have that there.
Thank you, Stephen.
So Tad says, has 3 boys. It's insane in his house.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Our 2 boys are so different. Our oldest son, he's always been extremely clean. He's a respectful kid. All 3 of our kids are very respectful, but he's always been real level-headed and stuff. And then our daughter is like spastic and all of it. She's a lot like me, isn't she? Is she sort of like me?
Yeah.
I'm so paying for my raising. Darn it.
10 kids, 3 girls, 7 boys. Sounds like my dad's family. My dad had 9 brothers and sisters. He's the baby.
I have 5 brothers and 3 sisters.
Yeah.
And I'm the baby on every side.
My dad had me and my brother. So that's it.
But the reason mine is so big, I was actually adopted. My mom that raised me is my biological mom, but my dad that I said was good to me and stuff that I ended up living with, he actually adopted me when I was 10 months old. And I do have a relationship with my birth dad now. And so I have 2 sisters, older sisters there.
Hoss says it's like hunting. It's a hobby, but if you can make a living at it, then do that.
Oh, Hoss. We need to have Hoss over, him and his wife over to the house. What? Not tonight.
Oh, not tomorrow night either. He's in Missouri tomorrow night too. Hey, Hoss, you may want to holler at Mackenzie because she can do math.
What's he need?
He's in a class that requires a lot of math.
Yeah, we can give you her number and you can talk to her about it. Kit
Moore, we want to know if you're the country singer, Kit Moore. If you are, Awesome.
Never heard of a country singer named Kit Moore.
Oh, you got some good music out.
Branson, Missouri. How is everyone? Rodney Widger?
Michael Mason brings up a good point there. He says, anyone else notice Miss 731 is wearing a green shirt? It is a sign. She secretly likes the green. Don't let her fool you. She likes the green.
Not on the door.
She likes green.
Look at those pictures right there. They can't see them, but you do.
Are they green?
No.
No, they're not green, I guess. They're green. So, you may not know this. I'm red-green colorblind.
Dang it.
Color deficient, whatever you want to call it. So, certain shades of red, certain shades of green, I can't see. And so, that
Rebecca,
way...
I've never heard of them. Thank you, MMBness.
Thank you, man. So, if you see a thumbnail that the colors kind of look a little wonky, it's because I can't see color correctly.
Yeah. Bennis says, great videos. Really enjoy watching your vids and live streams. We have a lot of fun. I know we're past our time, though.
That's all right.
They're probably tired of us by now.
We do have a lot of fun.
Not the country singer.
We do have a lot of fun with this live show. That's why we keep doing it, because it's fun to us. And we enjoy interacting with you guys and trying to help as much as we can in any way we can, whether that be woodworking or just like tonight we talked about woodworking being therapy. It's not necessarily building anything, but I think it helped to kind of give you a little insight into how we grew up, and maybe you might see similarities, or you may see somebody else in the comments that has been through something similar and used woodworking to overcome certain things, because it really does help. It really does. It gets your mind off of different things, and it's just awesome. It's just awesome.
So Rodney says that I pronounced it right. Who else feels like a winner tonight? I got one right.
That's fine.
Damon wants to know what color you see when you look at the door.
I see green. So if you go and look at a colorblind test, so there's like little dots of different colors, and there's numbers in there. On some of those color cards, I can't see the number that's in there. It just looks like a bunch of dots. But I see green, I see red and yellow and purple and blue. So a lot of times I get purple and blue mixed up because of the certain shades of colors. But I mean, I see color. Nailbender said he's completely colorblind, so
I got MMBness right too.
But like I get certain shades wrong. So if you go look at that colorblind test, you'll see the dots. You'll see there's numbers, and there's certain ones of those I don't see. I just see dots, and then she'll say, "No, there's a 31 there," or whatever the number is.
Rebecca said 731 Woodworks therapy session about therapy sessions.
That's right. I almost played NF therapy session.
Rafik Suff. I don't know. See, now I'm not going to get that one right. Yes, the winner's already been announced. It was Miss Cindy.
Cindy, it's on the giveaway page now. Cindy B.
Cindy B.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what
I know, but
her name was on here.
I know, but it just shows the last name now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the comments, so you can go back and look.
Hall said, y'all have fun. I got to get back to mathematics.
You better start calculating.
Hey, but you heard me. Y'all can come to our house and have supper with us sometime.
Yep, as long as you bring supper.
I will cook for y'all.
He's got a smoker.
Okay. Yeah. We want to get one.
Yep.
We want one of those Rectex.
That's what we're looking for.
Call it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rodney, yes. Our live stream is always at the same time,
7 p.m.
o'clock.
Central Time.
And then we do, not every week, but on some weeks we do members only at 6:30.
American flag looks like to me American flag. I see the red, white, and blue. I can see red and white and blue, and I can see the colors. I see the main shades of colors. There's just certain shades of color when they're around other colors. I just can't see them.
What color is that right now? Oh, wait, it just changed.
Blue now.
Yeah, no, when it was a different one. What color is it now?
Greenish, whitish.
We're gonna make you do a color test, don't we?
Miss Tammy, yes, you can do cutting boards without
Cindy Bowen. That was it.
Without a planer. If you have a router and a router sled. I know All Red Woodworking is on here. He does his he's got a planer too, but he uses the router sled to flatten them, and that'll work.
I looked at those egg smokers.
Yeah, we did. We looked at them.
Although
I
see what you're saying there, Margaret, but I did look at those.
The big green egg. I'm really surprised you don't have the big green one.
They're really cute. Those egg smokers are cute.
Yeah.
I remember we looked at one in Ace the
Yep,
other day,
sure
and
did.
you said no. Rectech.
Lisa Easley, yep. We looked. They had Traegers there. The reason we're looking at Rectech is because it'll be on the deck without a cover for a little bit, and that'll be another project future. Rectechs have a stainless barrel, cooking barrel, and it won't rust. And so I'm looking at Rectech, and then that would, as soon as we get that, I want to extend the deck like a 5 or 6 foot by something, a little landing area to put the grill on, and then build a cover over. It'd be a whole good project.
Or we could just build a roof on the deck.
I don't know.
Seriously?
What?
Did you say no?
I didn't say anything. Can't prove anything.
Cindy said next we're gonna raffle off dinner at our house.
Hey,
y'all, I
just
can
give us
cook.
a holler.
I
Give us
can
a holler.
cook. I may not be talented at much of anything else, but
Boo.
y'all, I can cook and I
She
can
can't
bake.
cook. She can't cook.
This Southern girl can do that. All right. Well, I think we have taken y'all's night.
Yep. We thank you guys for joining us. All you new members, thank you. We'll see you in the live stream next week, and hopefully you get a chance to.
Yeah.
And whoever wins the contest on the member only will get to pick either the circular saw impact combo or a sander, whichever one you need and or won't.
Thank y'all so much for joining us again.
Thank you very much.
If y'all want to keep chatting with each other, feel free.
Yeah.
Oh, they're bringing up the poop coffee again. Hold on. I just had to explain what poop coffee was to my 12-year-old. I went to work and told my students about it too, so they're about that age. Thank y'all for joining us again.
Hey, Cindy, thank you very much. Thank you.
We will see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.